Ball with our weighted tennis ball, and then we're going to respond with a drop and an active offhand. Now, once again, when we're doing these tennis ball bounces, we're really focusing on other qualities of the game, such as poise, we're focusing on timing, and we're trying to give us the opportunity to work on a reactive-like move rather than making everything scripted and easy. So that's why we're always bouncing a tennis ball, and we're trying to be as patient as possible. So if I have to wait and respond once the tennis ball is going down, I'm actually challenging my timing, challenging my control, and my poise. So right now, we're going to work on our drop. Now our drop, outside foot goes forward, inside foot goes back. So if the ball's in my right hand, my right foot goes forward, my left foot goes back. Now using the mat, when I have one, I want to make sure that I hit those dots. That will hold me accountable to being short and wide. Where a lot of times if you don't have something like this, and you may not right now, you have the ability to do this, but that doesn't put you in those driving like lines. So I want your feet to actually be short and wide where I can find wider lines. So because I have the mat, I can find those when I do this series. So right now, if I'm starting off and I'm going to do this in a rhythm and I bounce the tennis ball, I want to wait until I start to see the ball go down before I drop. That will put me in a state where I'm going to have to drop my hips a little bit quicker and have urgency to that, and I'm going to pull the ball to my pocket. Now when you're doing this, what I want you to do is also key in on your foot replacement. Now if I'm starting off right now and I put my feet where I'm on the lines of this mat, that's my straight line. So if you can see these squares. Now, when I drop, I'm going to hit those dots, and I want to be good enough to come back with a foot replacement back to those lines, and that will show me a lot. A lot of players, after they do a drop, they'll take their time coming back. They don't show the other part of the footwork where you might want to return back underneath your hips with the foot replacement. So we're going to combine both those footworks together. So I start off in the line. I have a tennis ball bounce. I wait, drop, and I'm back. Focusing on those dots, focusing on my foot replacement, waiting on my timing, which forces me to float the ball before I actually drop and go to my pocket. So I'm going left, the exact same thing. I bounce, I wait, I drop, I notice my feet, I try to come back to those lines, and I'm really focusing on those qualities of my drop. You're going to spend 10 minutes on this and start to get used to those overall movements and that overall patience. Now my eyes are down at my feet and at the tennis ball. My eyes are teaching my body how to act in the game. Don't get caught up in that, because we need our eyes because they're great teachers. There's no proof, no scientific evidence or logic that says if I look at my feet during a move, I'm going to have to look at my feet during the game. The better you get with your hands, the better you get with your feet, the better you're going to use your eyes. So while we're using the tennis ball, remember to use your eyes to help teach those things, because your footwork will get better, you'll get used to the accountability of the space and of the return, and your hand